Expat Immigrants. Everyone, my name's Natalia and this is my voice.
Hello, I'm Kat and this is my voice.
And my face.
And my face.
If you're watching on YouTube.
Yay, welcome. Bonne année.
Bonne année. Oh, bonne année, guys. Happy New Year.
Those are fireworks.
No. Happy New Year.
Celebration.
Happy New Year, Kat.
Happy New Year, Natty.
Thank you.
Oh, Natty.
What? We made another year.
Yeah.
Guys, this is our New Year, New Moi episode. We've been doing this for the past 3 years. This is our fourth one, I think.
Are you
or
sure?
Is it our third one?
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
New Year,
Can
New
we
Moi.
get better? Ask the people.
Can we?
Can we?
But do they know what New Year, New Moi is? What do we know what New Year, New Moi?
Do you know, this year, all over Instagram, I'm seeing people say, oh, you shouldn't set resolutions, it's not New Year, New
Whatever.
Moi. But the thing is, it doesn't affect me so deeply.
It ain't that deep, guys.
If I say I'm going to do X, Y, Z,
It's not
and I do...
that deep.
Listen, if I do T, U, V...
Instead of X, Y,
it's
Z.
all right. And if I don't do anything, rien du tout,
Rien
it's
du
fine.
tout.
It doesn't really affect me up. It doesn't mash me up.
It doesn't mash me up. I feel like, do you know that phrase when they say, shoot for the stars?
Oh, yeah.
Or shoot for the moon, and then maybe you get to a star or
Yeah,
something
I
like
like
that.
it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just try your best.
Yeah, but we live with that kind of air of lightness, don't we?
Yeah, who, us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's important things that we want to chase, but we're also, it doesn't chew us up if we don't make it.
No. I'm like, all right, on to the next.
God's willing
On
and
to the
spare
next,
life.
God willing. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Spare alive.
Spare my life, so I try another
So
time.
we try it another day.
That's true.
So here we are.
New
So
year, new moi.
we've planned a bit of a different one. I wanted to actually. I thought I was gonna want to listen back to our old New Year, New
Oh,
Mois.
yeah.
I think we were just chatting, really.
Yeah.
But I think we did state like certain things that we wanted to do and certain things that
Oh, I didn't listen.
No, I didn't listen
Yeah.
either. But this year we've got a list. Catherine's made a list.
I've just got a list, little categories.
Categories.
You know,
Cat.
cat-
Categories.
Because I'm not a ghetto straff. I am a
Kata.
kata. Do you know what?
Kata.
Do you know what? Let's
You're a
take-
kata.
Yeah, I'm a kata. I'm not a kata. But I met this person in France, and I said my name was Kat in Paris, and he said, "Oh, catastrophe." Yeah, I said catastrophe before, but he said to me, "Oh, like cat, like catastrophe," and I was like, yeah, no." And then I went home and I said, "I know what I should have said.
What?
Cat as in catalyst. I push you to change." You know what I'm saying? I'll push you to change. You know what I'm saying?
But would you want to push him to change that again?
No, he
You're
made
not
me
even
laugh.
a catalyst.
No, but I'm a catalyst to the world, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
So what we've got is categories because, you know, I think this is going to be a good year for us.
I'm trying to get comfy. I'm not used to being... Do you know what I'm not used to being? I'm not used to being on a chair like
With
this.
anybody.
With anyone. I'm not used to... Because we're trying to do YouTube now, isn't
We're
it? So I'm not
doing
trying
it.
to... Because we've got to sit in the same frame. We ain't
Oh,
got
yeah.
different
Not yet.
cameras. Not yet. But, so it feels weird, like, sitting beside you.
No, we never sit next to each other.
Never sit next
Do you know, before we sit up, I sat so close to Natalia. She's
I'm
like,
like,
easing her
sis,
man.
Why are you so
I
close?
said, we're sisters. We come from the same womb.
Isn't it? But at different times, I
Different
occupied
times.
that room after you, mate.
Yeah, man. So anyway, I think this is going to be, I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic. I think it's going to be a good year, but I can't tell you all about it. You know what I mean? I can't tell you all about it.
You've got to move in silence.
Move in silence.
Move
Sing
in...
a song for me. How's that go?
Move in silence.
You seemed like you were coming up with something.
No, that's just me.
Oh, right, so I thought she's going to sing.
No, that's just me. Act like a waste man, that's not me.
That's not me. Yeah, we're not doing...
Do you know? I was going to say, with Boy's here, and I was thinking the other day about, like, certain things he's picked up from me.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
She knows it. Because basically, when I want Boy to do something and to hurry up, I go, go on then. And then he starts to go, go on then. And I'm like, go on then. That's my slogan. And now he says, go on then. That's my slogan.
Oh.
Because that's from Sketcher.
He picks up everything, doesn't he?
He does.
Oh,
We've got to
gosh.
be careful, actually.
We've got to be careful.
He was saying a bad word today.
Oh, no. Where did you get it from? The television. He remembers a lot as well, which I suppose...
He remembers what he wants to remember, not...
Like a man. He's a man in training.
Weaponised incompetence.
We've got to beat that out of him. Not figuratively.
Not figuratively. Figuratively, not literally.
Yeah, not literally. It's her son. See how she defends him. No.
Defend him.
He's so cute.
Anyway.
So.
Sorry.
So, we're going to just talk about categories, and we can't reveal all of our moves. Yeah, we can't reveal it just yet. You'll see when the time comes.
When the time is right.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I thought I'd just start. Can I start?
Yes.
So it's New Year, New Moi, but we have to look back on the year that we've just lived and experienced. Yeah. And I wondered if there were any highlights for you, Natty. It was a tough year, but were there any highlights?
Highlights for moi.
Yes, toi.
Natty.
I
think podcast related, I really liked doing our wine tasting episode. Was that this year? Or was that last year? Was it this year
that we
did
it?
Was it 2023?
It was 2023, so it wasn't 2024 because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, was it 2023 we did it? I think it
was, definitely.
Yeah, okay, so that for me was a really nice episode. We were thinking about it a lot. We got someone involved. We filmed it. We just like every part
so
of it.
Good,
I was just
wasn't it?
so.
Mama, why they're stuck in the big thing?
Yeah.
And it's broken.
Oh wow.
Fall down.
Yeah.
It's all broke.
Okay, that's Paw Patrol. Okay, and for those of you who are watching this. Scenes of Paw Patrol. It's not that he's always watching Paw Patrol. No. It's the same day we're filming. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What was I saying? Catherine, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
She went with me for a second. Right, guys. So just in terms of achievement and a highlight, that for me was a real sort of highlight.
Yeah.
Putting that together. And then also a highlight for me was we got written about in Pod Bible. We got a little few words, and that was such an achievement. And then also being nominated for an International Women's Podcast Award. I think these are sort of highlights, like career highlights for me. Definitely. Yeah.
And we didn't tell anyone about this podcast. We tried to take a picture, didn't we?
At the awards?
At the award show, and we did it in the bad lighting. So
it was bad lighting, and this lovely person who was there was like, "Oh, I'll take photos of you."
And 100 photos of us.
And I was like, "Oh, nice." Every one of them was rubbish.
But then we should have
everyone was
taken another one.
But we'll put them up. I don't even think I've seen them. They're blurry.
Oh, we'll see. Well,
what about yours?
My highlights were not about.
Mama, and why they're stuck?
My eyes are itching.
Yeah.
Ryder is stuck apparently.
So my highlights, I've got 3 highlights here, and they're not podcast related.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it shows how my life is going.
But you love, this is your job.
Yeah, this is my job and this is my passion actually.
Passion.
Yeah, no life
do you
highlights.
Know what? Natalia gets us in front of people.
Oh,
Natalia opens the door and we just step through. You know
That's what I
mean?
love though.
We just step through the door.
Yeah.
You push on the door, and then they open it and they say, "Catty." I say hello.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like she does
that.
it all for us, and all this greatness is what Natalia does.
Oh, thanks.
Back to me. Jamaica.
Oh,
Jamaica. Listen, how long have we been talking about Jamaica?
Oh my god.
We've never been together. It was myself, Natalia, and my mum.
The Sunshine Girls.
The Sunshine Girlies. And it was, and at one point I didn't think it was going to happen because, money was a bit tight.
Yeah.
And then the
Mama.
Hang on. Yes.
Chase John.
Yeah. Baby, you don't have to tell Mummy everything, okay? You just listen to it and watch it and tell me afterwards at the end, okay? Thank you. Right.
Yeah, and, the money was getting a bit tight, and then the prices, because it was summertime we went.
Oh, my God.
Oh, they're hurting me, man. You hurt
prices
me
went
up. the prices went up. But you know when Natalia just said, "Girls, we've got to make a decision."
Did I say that?
Something of that energy.
Yeah.
She's like, we're either doing it or not.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
it was like, it's like,
And
okay,
then
let's
we
pull
had to
together.
just
We
do
had
it.
to do it. You have to bite the
That
bullet.
was such a highlight, Kat.
Yeah, it was a highlight. It was a highlight.
Yeah, being all together,
Yeah.
being and with mum
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
And just having that closeness and just I think it was just wonderful. Just being in Jamaica as well. Guys, listen to our Jamaica episode if you want to know what it was like.
It's so nice.
For us.
It's so nice. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I'm behind the times. Okay. You know what I'm going to say? Because I need to say it because no one's with me. Everyone's ahead of me. Everyone's just left me.
If you're behind the times like Catherine, then this is...
Please write to me because I go around saying, oh, what's your favourite? What's your favourite? And everyone's just like, I listened to that 10 years ago. So I finally saw Hamilton this year and I love the theatre. And this is actually a big thing because I have not seen it before October. And I went to see Hamilton. Now I'm on the soundtrack. You know what I want to just tell you? You listen to what I want to tell you. Yeah. Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint, and he waits and he waits, and no one's with me. I said to my friend, I saw Hamilton. She saw it too. I said, "What's your favourite song?" She said, "I can't remember them." She listened so long ago. I said, "Can you listen to it now?" Because I don't have anyone. And do you know what I really want? I'm just going to put it out there to the universe, to the theatre people. Mm-hmm. I want, what do they call it? Sing-along Hamilton.
Oh, that would be really good. And actually, they could do it in like the cinema.
Exactly.
There's like a Hamilton on Disney
Would
Channel.
all be like, everyone would not be in
Alexander
time.
Hamilton. I'll go to that.
And do you know what? Maybe for my next birthday, I might have a Hamilton theme.
Would you?
Well, if no one...
should we be the Schuyler sisters?
No, I can't. I don't like them.
Eliza.
I like them. I don't mean that, but I just want to I don't want to necessarily wear the dresses. But you know, in the Hamilton cast, the women's wear like the sort of
those trouser
the
things.
trousers with
the pedal pushers.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I'm going to dress. But when you see me, I'm like, it's fancy dress, you know. I just turn up as Hamilton.
Oh my god!
Because I loved it so much.
That's so funny. Yeah, I like that for you. I got into Hamilton a while back, and do you know what used to be my thing? My thing used to be remember like I used to do it at karaoke all the time.
Yeah.
Alexander, how does an orphan
bastard,
son of a whore and a Scotsman, stand in the middle of the forgotten Caribbean?
This is why we need sing-along thingy. So what to be a prophet and a scholar. And four fathers.
Father with no father.
See, I need it. I just need people to be on that train with me. If you are on the Hamilton train still and the train left you years ago and you're now taking the slow train, just hit me up.
Oh my god.
Hit me up. And then my final highlight, I performed poetry twice this year. And like last year, we're 2024, I'm talking about 2023. I had a brilliant performance in Luton where they play music. The piano man is with you. And the little bass man is with you. It's really good.
Next time you tell me and I'll come back.
I did that, and then I did in the forest with some women on a wellness weekend, and it was brilliant. So that was 2 performances last year, so I need to up it for this year. That's what I'm saying. I need to up it. But it was amazing. I mean, Natalia gave me a good idea.
What was my idea?
You said check out the festivals, Naman.
Oh yeah, festivals. Catty needs to check out the festivals like Wilderness Festival and Festival.
I'm a wild woman, man. I need to be
Secret
there.
Gardens coming back.
Yeah, I need to.
So maybe there's like some festivals that really can, because a lot of them have tents where you could do performances and poetry and stuff. There's a lot of them that are like set up that way. It's not just music. There's also stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I wonder, Natalia, if you have a word for 2024, a word for the year, your word that's going to encapsulate Lenny.
Lenny. A word for the year. boy just sat there
smiling. So I did a little kiss to him. He's just gorgeous.
He's so gorgeous.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go on then. Go on then. That's my slogan.
Here in it, slogan.
That's my slogan, isn't it? Maybe that's my word for the year. Go on then.
Oh, that's a lot. That's your that's your
None of my lyrics are stolen. Go on then. That's my slogan.
My word is light.
Ooh,
yeah, my word is light. And I just feel that I have a light within me that sometimes, you know, you get scared and you hide that little light. But I just want to turn up and illuminate the spaces, illuminate the rooms I go into, because we need that cheering up. The world's in a sad, sad place sometimes. Well, definitely in some places. So I just want to just not be afraid. You know what they say? This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine.
Do you know what I mean?
Let it shine, let it shine. I think that's so good, Catty, because I think that is something that, like you said, the world's in a terrible spot right now, and for a lot of people, but the light needs to still come into the darkness, you know, and it's super important to keep hold of that and to show it and to give it to people, because people want it as well, and people need it.
Exactly.
People need to be
and
illuminated.
so it's natural to me, isn't it?
That's
you know,
a natural thing.
It's not like, oh gosh, let me just put the oil in my oil lamp. You know, I kind of got it already. I just I open my eyes in the morning. You know, sometimes when we stay together and I wake up in the morning, I've got the JOY. You know, you're like, wind down, because she needs to wind up.
No, I don't.
I need to wind her up.
Well, I need, like, give me 5 minutes.
Have a coffee.
Have a coffee. No, even before, like, me and Boy, when we wake up, we've got our wake up song in the morning.
What is it?
It's 5, you know.
Oh,
I told you, 5 is really good for kids, I think.
Oh.
That's why we go, everybody get up,
Sing it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will make you get down now, get on down. Yeah, so Boy loves that song, so we get up like that and got a lot of energy in the morning. So what would my word be for this year? I feel like it's always sort of career focused, my words and stuff. I think I like the word, something to do with drive or
I
like
push,
it.
Grit,
you know,
drive.
Not so much grit, but I think like I've had before in the past, like my phrase was like keep going.
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of that. I think it's like just pushing and going, but also maybe never giving up.
Yeah.
Or because I feel like a lot of times it's when you look back, isn't it? It's when you look back you see, oh my God, I have come so far.
Yeah.
Or I actually did do well, or if I continued on that path, actually I could have been in a better position. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think it's always like perseverance. I wonder if it's perseverance is the word I'm looking for. I want it to be. Yeah, I'm gonna get the word, but I'm trying to think of the overall sense first, because like you, I see like a lot of positivity and light in 2024 for and achievements, things that I've wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
So
Strive.
I think maybe strive, but strive feels too hard. I don't, because you know what I mean? Because because that's the thing. I think when you find something you love, you're not really working hard. It's such a pleasure. Yeah. So it's that sort of keep that enjoyment, but just keep doing it. And maybe like finding the pleasure in things.
I like a push.
Maybe push then. What do you reckon? Like push.
We can think about it. Have you got ideas for Natty?
Yeah, give me an idea for what my word could be, because it's definitely like something that is happy.
Push,
and
press.
it's something, but that's going to get me to achieve. Yeah. You know.
I love it.
So it's that sort of thing, and then also I think for you know, wanting to, like in like personal, just having that sort of more independence, more growth. Yeah. You know, and being strong. Yeah. I think.
Yeah. What is that? I mean, it could be more than one word, but that is really nice. I like what you're painting. You're painting a nice, because you're painting like it's not, like you say, it's not an effort. It's not exertion. It's not tough. You know, you are climbing. But
it's so happy, like you want to do it. Do you know when you're maybe it's like scale, when you're scaling something, you're climbing upwards, but it's like Spider-Man, it's almost effortless.
Yeah, Spider-Man climbs effortlessly,
doesn't he? And he loves it. Do you know Spider-Man loves to climb?
I didn't know
and he loves
that.
to swing with his things. When like and he just swings and he's like,
yeah.
whoa! It's like that. Momentum, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Momentum's a good word.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's like once you've got the like the flow and the
the
energy
flow.
going. It's like you're just going. It's just natural.
Yes.
To keep going.
Yeah.
Is
Maybe
momentum a good word?
I think momentum is a good word, Catty.
Yeah, just keep with the momentum because
That
started
is-
because
I've started
you
so
have
many
to-
things. I've
you have
started
to
things.
get yourself to that point. And then obviously still push yourself, but it's not a resistant, it's not a sort of struggle.
I think momentum is the word, Prim.
We got
Yeah.
that.
I
We got
think
that.
that's the word. That's my word. I've got to write that down so I don't forget. But I mean, it's recorded here, so I won't. But yeah, because it's like keep going. Because I started so many things, like with the podcast and with my DJing.
Yeah.
They're really strong ideas and strong things that I know have got a strong foundation, and I just want to keep pushing and going with the flow. Right, okay. Hang on. Let's sort it out.
Do you have now a song or a theme tune or a theme song? This girl's full of songs, as you know. Do you have
I
one?
went on a summer shirt that Catty got for me for Christmas.
I didn't do too badly with my Christmas presents, did
That
I?
was good.
You know
Your
me,
Christmas present was
usually
really good.
it's sort of like the re-gifting. I give the gifts that could
She
the
gives
life,
the gifts that-
the life of the gift.
Yeah,
continues.
I'm gonna try again with the lippy. She bought me
Yeah.
this lovely lip gloss, but I've been recently having like skin things, and so it really
Yeah, made you sting, innit?
it stung my lips so
Yeah.
badly. But I'm wondering if that's a thing to plump it.
Yeah, it did do mine, but just
Mine was really bad.
minutely.
Mine actually, I had a reaction, didn't I?
Yeah, we'll have to look online and see if anyone else has that.
Yeah.
So a song, darling.
So a song for the year. You go first.
I thought that because I did my homework. Some people
Classic.
It's teacher's pet. So I've had a theme song for the last 2 years.
Your one was Level Up.
Yeah, isn't
Level
it?
Up.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. And I have been leveling up, haven't I?
You have cat.
Can you see? So I was gonna keep it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Level up. Level up. Level up.
I love it so much. And every time that song comes on, or whatever I'm doing, I'm in the middle of an email.
But when does it ever come on?
It comes on in my playlist.
I've never heard that song just like come on.
Listen.
I mean, I've got it. I DJ it occasionally.
Can you twerk to that?
I can't twerk, cat. Can I twerk to it? Since when have I ever been able to
That's
twerk?
a challenge for 24, man. I need to do.
I need people to realise not every black girl can twerk. Okay.
Listen, well, I'm getting
I
all right.
couldn't even whine.
We talked about that.
We talked
So
about
that was it. But then now you're gonna call. She's gonna. I think I'm at a risk of you calling me Carney.
Should I guess your song?
I don't think you ever guess it.
Is it a guy, male or female? Is it
Male.
male? Is it John Legend?
No.
Is it okay? Is
I
it a
saw
slow
them.
song?
I saw them this year.
One guy or
One guy. It was one of my highlights of the year. I went to this guy's concert.
the guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name
It
now?
cut him here now, you know.
Oh, it cut him here.
I love him so much.
Oh God, what is his name? Not Ben. Shepherd. No, Jonas.
He's got like
Joan-
2 letters and then a surname. JP.
JP
Cooper.
JP Cooper.
Oh my God, I went to see, do you know what, me and my friend, we went to see JP Cooper and I listened to him, but after I saw him, I listened to him.
I remember the chorus.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my God, he's got a song. September song, summer lasted so long. Do you remember me? Honestly, see him in concert. See him in concert because he is so adorable. He is so cute, and I love him. There's not a day that passes that
So
I don't
he ain't
listen
got
to
no
him.
dress no more.
No, cut off. And
Is
he's
he
really
still
cute.
wearing a tam?
Yeah, where's his tam? You know.
He still has a tam.
Yeah,
Good.
and he looked really nice the day I saw him. He had a little waistcoat.
You love a waistcoat.
He had a shirt and a waistcoat.
A little gilet.
Listen, I already told you. I like a white man with a guitar.
Did he have a guitar?
He didn't have his guitar no more. He got the guitarist, but he's from that. That's his
Is he
background. He plays guitar.
Does he?
Yeah.
I've never seen him with a guitar, but I
Because
don't
the man's
know.
vocalist. But he's so cute and he just is.
Big up
his
JP.
performance. Now, he's got a song that you will know.
Would I know?
You will not know. She's not going to know
I'm
this
not
song.
gonna know it.
And it was the first song he sang when he came on to the concert that I
Yeah.
went to in London. And it's called Passport Home. And I'm gonna dedicate it to myself.
Nice.
Yeah, because I ain't got no fella.
Well, this is the thing.
But anyway,
it's
it's true.
about you.
It's true.
Your
It's about,
song.
yeah, like, delete that. I'm going to just dedicate it to myself. Punto.
Punto.
That was the end, right? But it's my passport home, and it's like, you're my passport home, my guiding light, my hand to hold. Oh, don't you know? It goes a little bit like that, and then it goes, keep the light on, keep the light on, keep the light on. And because my word is light, and
that's what I'm saying, your word is
because it's just combining, it's just like reinforce the
Now,
message.
if you actually want to hear how the song actually goes in terms of
But it's
the
like, do you know what? It's like he's talking
melody.
about someone that feels like home. I feel like home to myself. Someone that is the light to themselves to guide you home. I'm that for myself, or I will be that for myself. And someone whose hand you can hold, who can lead you, who can console you, who can cheer you up. I do that for myself, and I will be doing that for myself. So just keep that light on, you know. So when, because I was thinking level up, level up, level up, level up. But
That's
then
what you did. Sorry.
I didn't burp in my face. No, I'm joking.
Come up. It leveled up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that, then I think that would really help me, because I already listen to The Man every day, and
So
and
good. I
it
should
combines
listen to him.
I love it so much, Natty.
Yeah.
You don't know how much.
Oh God, JP, get in touch.
Get in touch. We love you.
Maybe he could do a version for us. We could interview him and he could
Yeah.
sing it live on the podcast.
Oh my God. Do you want to see me cry?
Oh my God. Well, my song. I didn't do my
So
homework.
a song about momentum. The wheels on the bus. You don't take the bus. This girl don't take the bus.
I don't take the bus anymore. I drive now in France. But what would my song be? Something is fine. Well, I've been listening to a lot of disco.
Oh, nice.
You know, and disco is really joyful,
Yeah.
really uplifting.
Do you have a favourite disco tune? It's hard to say.
Oh God, it is hard.
That'd be hard to say.
But do you know what song I really like? Would it be considered disco? I'm just thinking right now, Harvest for the World.
Oh, I love that song.
Harvest for the World, because I want world peace, you know, for
Yeah.
2024. And for myself, I just love that song a lot.
That's a beautiful song.
Gather every man and gather every woman. Join in this. Like, I don't know the words like that. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? Yeah, how does it start?
All things together.
All of us in better line.
That's such a tune.
What an absolute banger.
Yeah.
I used to know the words. When I hear it, I can sing along. But
Yeah.
right now, all the words don't come to me. But
And it's
I
talking
think
about peace as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm
dust me off
saying.
for battle, because all I want is peace.
Yes, yeah. So I think that song
We should
is
play
one.
that later today.
Yeah, and
I love that song.
and I love it. I love the melody. I love his voice.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, it's my tune for the year, I suppose. Yes.
Do
That's my
you
song.
have a quote or a mantra or a saying for the year?
I read a book recently and it was about growth and growing, expanding, and it had a suggested mantra.
Ooh.
And after I read it, I was saying the mantra to myself, and then I completely forgot about it until this
no.
point now.
Do you remember it?
Yes.
Or
So
thereabouts?
the book was called. I can't remember what the book was called. I'm so rubbish.
No, you need to make a note of these things and you remember.
Yeah, the book was called The Big Leap. The Big Leap. I found it in my house.
I bought it all.
Yeah, so The Big Leap. I cannot remember the name of the author. Maybe I'll just Google it now. But basically, the other day I was sorting out my room, my office room, and we had all of our books, our library books, basically all of our books in my room, but I wanted more space. So I took all the books out to put in the living room so we could have the books in the living room. And so there was books on the shelf that I've not seen for a long time, or not seen ever. So it's either John's book or my book, or I don't know whose book it is. But where it was in the living room, it was sat on the top. So I picked it up. I'm like, what's this? And I don't think I've ever really read like a self-help book, if I'm honest with you. And this one was my first one, really. Yeah. It's called The Big Leap, and I found it interesting about when I read the blurb, about kind of getting to a position of living in your fullest and your best life and your kind of, but in terms of even like your career, not just like your personal life, but like what it says is like a lot of people operate in their zone of genius or excellence, and then he wants people to operate in their zone of genius or your most amazing zone. Yeah. So sometimes people operate in a zone where they are just comfortable, they can do it, they get paid for it and whatever, but it's still a hassle. And this is encouraging people to like the thing that you're really good at, that you love to do, that you put into the world. It's your purpose, like, and being happy all the time, in the sense of like not getting in the way of your own happiness. Wow. So it speaks of that, because a lot of times we could be really happy and then things come in our head like, oh, but this won't last, or oh, what's the next thing, and, blah, blah, and you can't fully enjoy moments and fully enjoy successes that you have. So that really sort of stuck with me. So the mantra in that book is, he says, I am expanding in abundance, success and love every day, and I encourage those around me to do the same.
Oh, we have to end the show here, man. That's the word.
So I really liked that, because expanding doesn't have an end point. No. It's just like keep growing, and then abundance, so everything is there for you.
Yeah, that doesn't have an end, does it?
That doesn't have an end. No. And when I think of abundance, I think of like lushness. I think of like your needs being met. It's not over stuff, it's not over consumption. It's about your needs being met, and then success, and success being, for me, like things that I put my mind to, things that I work at, and loving your life. Who doesn't need more of that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's my mantra, I think.
Oh my God, that's such a powerful mantra.
Thank you. Sorry, is that okay? He's holding
that?
I
thought it looked a bit torn to me.
Excuse me? I hope you didn't tear it.
So mine is a simple one. We've heard it since we were a child.
What's that?
And, you've already told you that I was late to the Hamilton train. And I think that I do things slowly. And I feel like there's I feel that, when you do things slowly when you're a child, people were like, oh, hurry up. There's all this rushing and whatnot. But I looked up some quotes about slowness, and people were like, why wouldn't you do things slowly? So I was thinking slow and steady wins the race. But also I saw this, I've actually got two more quotes. So slow and steady wins the race is my mantra, because I just think for me in my life, the things that I'm doing now that maybe is flashing up and people saying, oh, wow, it's because I've slowly been working at it. Slowly and consistently been working at things. So slow and steady definitely wins the race. But then I saw these two quotes I'm going to read. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. You know what I mean? Like, it comes to pass, man. Yeah. And that was Lao Tzu, who's a Chinese philosopher. And then someone said, anything worth doing is worth doing slowly.
Wow.
Slow the thing down, man.
Slow it down.
That was Mae West. So I feel like I appreciate the slowness that I operate in, the kind of consideredness. I'm a very considered person, and I think about things, but it doesn't mean I don't take action. I take my action. I take my steps, but I'm not sprinting. I'm not trying to burst through and like break my neck at the speed of light, and the speed of sound. I'm just going one day at a time, and
when
it
you
works
talk about
for me.
nature, like things bloom in its season, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't force things to come out.
Exactly.
Like they come out when they're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that.
I like
that.
it.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And
I
feel like that is such an important thing, because like when I think about life. First of all, there's so many different chapters of life. I had that conversation with my cousin. So many different chapters of life. But also, like, when I think about, like, all the creative stuff that I've done in the past, I always felt in a rush.
Yeah.
I always felt in a rush. And it actually doesn't help your creativity to feel that. Like, it doesn't... I used to think, when I was doing music, I would be like, oh, we need to finish this song. We need to write a song. We've got to finish this song.
And
then you don't... And then start... Do you know what I mean? But then it doesn't let you actually take time with the song. Is the song finished?
Exactly.
Sit
with it.
Sit with it.
Go away and come back.
You know what I mean?
Fresh eyes.
Fresh eyes, fresh ears. And, you know, sometimes some things are done fast and you're in the moment of flow and inspiration. But other times, you know, and I was always like looking left and right, like, oh my God, this person's already here, this person's already done that.
It's hard.
But really, when I look back, I've always been consistently on the same path.
Exactly.
And I'm going slow, man.
Yeah.
I'm
But
going
also,
slow.
I think things that require, you know, that quickness, that seems to be a bit unnatural. You know, even in a work context, sometimes when you get the pressure to, I know you've got deadlines, I'm not saying you don't have deadlines, but sometimes when there's so much pressure, you can't even think straight to kind of organise your thoughts. That's terrible. Yes, work quickly. Yes, work accurately. But you need thinking time. You need planning time. You need to see, maybe some people need to see the big picture before they can take the little steps. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes I've always felt that those attributes have been criticised and looked down on by others. Say, oh, you're still doing this, or you've not done this, and you should be there by now. But that's other people's expectations. I know for myself, I'm happiest when I am going steadily.
Yeah.
Steadily.
Yeah. Not rushed.
Yeah.
Totally.
Themes, Natalia. Le temas.
Themes
for you. Do you have any themes that you want to just concentrate? You know, categories of life. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go on.
Only if you haven't thought of your
Well,
one.
I think for me, it's... I think in general, it's maybe independence.
I like that.
I think it's that independence of kind of strong woman independence.
Yeah. Do you like that? You
Yeah.
resonate with that? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that, like, in like my DJing, I'm really inspired by a lot of like strong black women and that kind of, and the independence they hold, like the kind of like they're making their money, they're calling the shots, you know.
Do you know what I like about these women as well? Is that they are here to be seen. And you will see them. And it's not like you will see me, but it's like, I am that fabulous that you will see me. Do you know what I mean? That's what I
maybe
feel.
that's what it is. It's like being seen.
Yeah.
The theme of like stop hiding and putting yourself out there. And I'm tying it to maybe independence because I see them as independent women, women who make their own money, women who support themselves, women who support their families, women who, you know, really are like pillars, you know, and that's the kind of trajectory that I want to be on and I see myself as. Yeah. You know.
Oh my God. Have you ever heard about the female archetypes?
No.
So, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know what it is, but I'm reading a book at the minute. My coach gave me a book. It's called Wise. I've just read the first chapter yesterday and they were talking about, so this book is about women who are getting older. So in your 40s, 50s and beyond, because sometimes you lose your way and you're like, oh, who am I? What am I? Especially biologically when you go through perimenopause and menopause and afterwards. So this woman talked about the 7 archetypes of women. So if I remember them correctly, so you've got the maiden, you've got the mother, you've got the wild woman, you've got the mystic, you've got the sage, you've got the lover, and you've got the queen. Right? And these are all different types of energies. And so in the book, she asked us to think, well, like, what resonates with you? So for me, I resonate with sage, which was like that intuitive sort of spiritual wisdom and help people to kind of maybe tap into their own kind of knowing and learning and stuff. But for too long, I think I was the maiden, because I've got this very kind of girlish thing. But the problem, I think, with the maiden is sometimes you can get manipulated. Like some of the maidens in folklore, like Persephone, they were kidnapped. Do you know that little kind of girl, kind of like you pull the wool over their eyes?
Yeah, and they're not in control of their own destiny.
And so they talked to, she asked, you know, because we're all we've all got elements of these women, but some we
And
might...
we have more, sometimes we've got more than one
Yeah,
element.
and then she's talked about which types of women would you like to see more of in your life, and for me that would be the lover and the wild woman. So the lover is someone who's creative, which I am, but also that aware of her sensuality and just evokes and inspires people to love and lust and creativity and stuff like that. Because those women that they just turn you on, man.
Yeah,
They just got that sexual energy. I want to be that kind of woman. But also the wild woman who was the wild woman is someone who can get angry, for principles and for rights, and she doesn't like the status quo. She's going to challenge it because I think I've got some wildness in me, but I've always tamed it down.
Yeah.
So for you, I think you've definitely got maybe...
What have I got? I've got wild one, haven't I?
Yeah, you know how to challenge. So that's the wild woman. And it's for righteous stuff. It's not just challenging because you haven't got nothing else to do.
No.
But queen as well.
I feel like I've got queen.
Queen energy, which is like a leader. But you're leading something. You're leading a people, or you're leading... you've got a service, but you're not going to cross with the queen. I'm thinking back when we did Bridgerton, the king's mother. She had that very queenly, even though she had to sort of be a bit subservient to kind of the patriarchy system, but she was very queenly in the way she led herself. So I think definitely queen. But it's interesting to look at.
Yeah,
because
I want to know more about this.
The woman, she just encouraged you to, okay, what do you want more of, what do you want less of? And even this morning, I was thinking when I'm walking out in the road, like I've got a situation, I won't say, but just when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, how would a queen behave? Would a queen let someone walk over her? Or it helps, if you want to be the wild woman, there's someone who said, that's not right. How would she behave? Would she be like, oh, excuse me, did you get my email? No. She'd be like, I sent you the email on the 2nd of December. I've not received a reply.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And so it helps to kind of tap into the attributes, I think.
It's good knowing what these are. I remember I was with some friends in a bar recently, and there's 3 of us women, and we're really getting into it. And there's this guy I could see, like he's just been milling around. He was really drunk, and then he came to my friend who was on the other end. My friend was in the middle, I was on this end, and the other one there. And he came and he sort of started hugging her, and I'm like, and I was just looking at her. I said, "Do you know this man?
Yeah.
Do you know this man?"
And
she was like, no, she was just sort of like there. And then he got up, and then he went round to the front and was like trying to do this thing. And I went, stop.
Yeah.
Get lost. Go away. You're not funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny. We're having a conversation.
Exactly.
I was so mad, but I was like, and to me that was so tame.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To me, Catherine, it was tame.
Isn't it?
And I just like my face changed. I was like, stop right there. And he was like,
oh,
it's not. I was like,
no.
Slinger it, basically, like, in French.
Va-t'en,
like, and then my friend said to me, oh my God, I can't believe you did, I felt like I had to, like, appease him.
Exactly.
And I was like, what? And I was like, he changed, like, we were having a discussion. I cannot support it. I was like, that is light work for me. Like, when it comes to guys as well, like, I will destroy, like, I get this, like, righteous anger, like, that kind of, like, and she was so impressed in the sense of like
because she probably had to see the example, because it's socialized. We're socialized to be kind and to let people, to give. Like, this is what the woman in the book was. I haven't read chapter 1, but sometimes even if we don't have children, we're taught to be nurturing, taught to be loving, taught to give. Women give. All women, not mothers and aunties. We all are
everyone.
giving. So,
but it's interesting because she was like, she had to sort of learn how to be that way. And for me, I don't think I've ever, well, maybe I did learn how to be that way, but so long ago.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't ever remember.
It's like a reflex now.
It's a reflex, but I feel like it's been like that because remember I used to fight the boys. Remember that time when I was a kid?
She's a training man.
I used to always I would have beef with boys. Like, remember that time when I was really small, we were on the slide, and I fought that boy Dean, whose mum I became really good friends with, and I love his mum so much. But I'll never forget when, like, being really small. And on our estate, and we were on the slide, and this boy was like, "No, move!" And I was like, "What? Like, don't what?" And we were fighting, and like,
Yeah.
And then people are like, go on now, oh my god.
Innit? Because
Because
people think
I
girls
would-
are weak.
They think, but I always had this thing like I'm as strong as a boy. I
Mm.
will always be as strong. I'm just as strong. I'm not. So when it comes to foolishness, I just cannot support it. I
Mm.
can't, and I like the smile's gone, the thing, and I'm not messing. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like if I've hurt your feelings, and this
Yeah.
girl was like, oh, I'm like, you're a clown, mate,
Exactly.
and you've disturbed my conversation because I was having a really nice
Exactly.
conversation
And
with my
it's not
friends, and now
funny as
and
well.
it's not funny.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the way he came over was so. As if he knew, so I was like, "Do you know him? Because I'm gonna blast this mofo, but I need your permission."
Innit?
Right. So, like, tell me
come
what the
correct.
thing is, because I don't want to hurt
I'm
the
glad you
feelings of
set
your
that
friends.
example, because sometimes we need to see it. It doesn't come automatically if we've never seen it before. So my themes is health and creativity. So and with health, it's all health. It's like sleep, which I think I've got a very nice. I work from home. I've got like 100% remote work, which
I
is
thought you were going to say 100%
brilliant.
attendance.
I do.
She's miss 100% attendance.
100% remote
And
work.
work
I know.
from home.
I don't know. Did this make you jealous? I don't set an alarm to wake up. I have this whole hour and a half, sometimes 2 hour morning routine. Mm-hmm. Like I do like lots of I do my affirmations, I do my this, my that, my everything, my stretching, my dancing. I do everything. Now I'm going to try and walk a little bit in the morning before I start work.
Yeah.
And so it's just beautiful. And I think that's perfect, you know. So just thinking about what I'm eating, drinking, how I'm moving my body, sleep and stuff like that. So health, it's very important for me this year.
Yeah.
Focus. And then creativity, it's, things are moving. Even, I don't know, every conversation I have, it just feels so inspiring. I'm aspiring, it's just like, what's that word you said? Expanded, and it's a joy, and I can see the fruits of my labour, and it just gives me a lot of pleasure.
So nice.
And also just working out who I want to be as an artist. Because that's shaping it, taking a bit of form. I have to talk to my sister about it. She give me some ideas. She helps me. But just thinking about what is possible, and I feel like I've got so much space and peace and calm in my life, thankfully, that I could focus on what goes in and what comes out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. I like that, creativity and health. And when you said like seeing the fruits of your labour, I think sometimes it's actually quite important to keep the motivation to help us keep going on the path, because it's so that we know that we've been moving forward. Even if things aren't perfect or aren't finalised or whatever, I think it really helps in creativity just to see things happen and put things out there.
Such a joy. I wondered, what about hobbies? Are you going to take some time for doing a little unwind and hobby?
Yeah, my hobby that I'm going to pick up again is my sewing.
Oh no, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I must
because-
give you my measurements.
I know, right? No, because again, like tying back into like my DJing and doing like the disco stuff, there's a lot of things that I want to do costume wise that is just not off the peg.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm
Now
just
you get like sequins and feathers and like all that,
all
like,
of
all
that.
the materials sparkle up.
All
the
of
thing,
that, and
sparkle
I,
up.
hand sew it, stitch, and
that'd
make
be
dresses that are just
amazing.
really unique pieces,
Yeah,
and that
that's-
is just really part of it. Do you know what who I really admire? Are the Nova twins. They're two young women who play guitar and bass, and they like in the rock scene. I've seen them. I mean, I don't want to say like I was like there from day one, but they're massive now. But I remember back in the day. But they've always had a really distinctive look.
Yeah.
And what they do is they customize a lot of their stuff, and they make a lot of their stage costumes themselves.
That's amazing.
And it's super inspiring.
Yeah.
And it has their flavour. It's just so unique to them.
Yeah.
So I'm really inspired by that, and also given like the era that I'm sort of operating in is really like
Yeah.
70s,
I love it.
80s.
We
And I want
we need to go to some markets, Natty.
Well, there's a place in Dalston which
Yeah.
to me is like an Aladdin's cave. It's in Ridley Road
Let's go.
Market.
I'd love to come
and
with
it's
you.
when it was my wedding. That's where I got all my fabric from,
Yeah.
and I like customized my bridesmaid, my flower girl dresses. So I got all the bits from there, and yeah, it's so good, and that's what I'm waiting for. That's why I wanted to go like whilst I'm in London.
Yeah.
And also needed to go to John Lewis because John Lewis is really great for pattern pieces, especially because they've got a whole catalogue. So I can go back and get 80s pattern pieces from John Lewis and stuff like that.
We'll make that a trip because I mean I've never been into. I would like to actually. Sewing has always been something that I'd love to do. And I think some of those shops teach you how to sew at least.
Yeah, you can.
Actually, I saw something the other day. It was I don't know if it's for people who are not in work or whatever, but it was literally like a 6-month course of like 3 hours on a Tuesday morning
of sewing.
And I thought it was brilliant. I don't know if it was a charity or something. I thought, oh my God, let me
get 6 months?
Yeah.
That would get people into work.
I know.
That would literally,
I
could
feel
be
like
for
it was one of those charities that was sort of supporting people, giving them skills.
Oh my God, you get really good.
I know. Can you believe that? Like machine skills and just everything, cutting and preparing.
See, that's the thing. The thing with sewing, it can be so kind of therapeutic in the way that you're concentrating. So I'm I could listen to music. I could maybe have a podcast going on, but. And it could. I think once you're at the point of like actual sewing things together, it could be really good. But it's when you have to measure.
Oh my God!
Because it's measure twice, cut once. That's where that saying comes from.
That's why I say my slow and steady work.
Measure twice, cut once. Make sure you've got it. And like, you could have a pattern piece, but you could fit it to yourself.
Yeah.
So your legs might be longer, so you want to measure your legs, and then make sure you got the measurement of the leg. Or the thing, then you've got the inseam, then you've got to put at the seam level, and it's calculations. There's a bit of maths involved as well.
That.
So it can get. Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to get to the point where I'm sewing, and I will see it constructed and coming together. But you have to really take your time at the beginning, slow and steady.
Just get into that. Get so slow that you're in the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Go with the flow, girl.
Go with the flow.
Go
absolutely.
with the flow.
So that is the. That's the hobby that I'm going to take up
again. But I'd love to come to the fabric stores with you because I think I'll take inspiration on the textures and the colours.
Absolutely. I love it when you see a piece of fabric and you start to imagine what you'll make from it. Like, because it's just in rolls. You just roll it out. You're buying it by the meter, and you're like, that could be that, or that could be. And then you've got to see about how a fabric is woven to know that this might not be good for this particular piece because you might need more stretch on it, or it doesn't do this.
Nice.
So you've got to really think about.
I love it.
But that place in Dalston is amazing because there's so many choices. Like, they're so good.
So good. For me, I just listen. This is what I learned over the last couple of years. Take it back to that inner child, the child in you, and do the things. So it's singing and dancing for me.
Yeah,
it's singing and it's dancing, and I'm finding singing and dancing to be so pleasurable. So pleasurable. Do you know what? This month of January, I've actually signed up to a lot of dance classes. I've signed up to a lot of dance classes, and at my age, 43, watch me now.
Been 40 for 3 years.
I'm like, watch me now. I'm coming up with the singing and the dancing.
I love it,
and I just absolutely adore it. It's just. Well, I feel like expression is so important to me, and you don't need an invitation to can you sing here or can you dance here? There's so many classes, there's so many choirs, there's so many this, there's so many that. Just go and do it and just have that joy. So that is
I love that movement, and that will tie into like the health.
But also, I think it ties into because I want to get more into a position where I am performing on stage, and I've always liked when I hear a poet who can sing a few bars. I like that, especially if you're integrating or combining music and word. why not movement as well? So it's all. I'm all thinking for myself, but also if I'm on the stage, you know, when I'm moving, it's not. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like this. You know?
It's purposeful.
It's purposeful.
Because what I like as well, like I think like when you talk about like stage, like when you think of like actors, a lot of times, a lot of things they learn is movement.
Yes.
Have you seen certain actors, the way they stand on stage? You know, and they could just move their bodies in certain ways and embody characters. And sometimes I think I remember my friend telling me when he was studying acting, they were talking about like movement of animals, and you had to like embody animals and like walk onto the stage as an animal just to help like knowing your body and knowing expression through body movements. I love
that. That's nice. I wonder if you've given some thought to self-care.
Self-care.
Are you going to show yourself a little bit of TLC?
I don't know. Like I started therapy. Yeah. And I'm going to be continuing that. And she did talk to me ask me about self-care, and I didn't really know what the answer was, you know, because I think that I personally, I feel like I do what I want when I want and how I'm feeling. Yeah. So I rarely sort of remove things from myself, or I rarely sort of deprive myself of things. Yeah. So if I want to do something for fun, I'll do it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But I think
is that self-care? I don't know if that's self-care.
For me, self-care is the game changer. It is the game changer. If you look at your calendar, like say January, and you put in your self-care, so it could be your nails, which you've been doing, right?
I've been doing my nails since I turned 40.
It's in but that is unmovable, because that's for me, yo. That's for me, right? That's my thing, and it's sort of like it's. I think it's a calendar event. Yeah. Not just like, oh, I want to have the ice cream, I'll have the ice cream. No, that's just like It's like I'm conscious. Look, I'm looking at my month of January, and I'm thinking, okay, hang on, I'm doing this for my son, doing this for my home, doing this for my work. What am I doing for me? What would give me pleasure? Exciting. What's going to give me pleasure in January? 30 or 31 days, don't know how many days it has. 31 days of January. What's going to give me pleasure? What can I do once a week for me? Like, okay, 1 week I do my nails. Next week, what are you going to do?
That sounds like, I mean, I remember last year I was talking about that spa in there, and I've never had a massage as well in my life, so I think that's something that I'd like to do for myself, but definitely go to that spa. I wanted to go to that spa like once a month. I've said it.
Because when it's not set, then it just months pass by and you haven't gone, and then like 6 months later, a year later. So it's not like we do things for us occasionally. It's like clear everything.
Oh my God, I'm going to go to the spa. I think I'm going to do the spa. Because I love it. I love going with friends, but I could equally go by myself.
Exactly. And then maybe do the spa every 2 months, or every month or something.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Because you're in the pool and it's just so relaxing, swimming, just dipping in the pool. It's warm. Yeah. Then have a little cocktail.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. For mine, I've started to buy flowers for myself, and I actually need to get some plants. But I just, sometimes for years I never bought flowers. Or you wait to get flowers for your birthday or something. But now I buy it on like every couple of weeks, or on a Friday or something. I go and I buy flowers, and I want that. And also, like with the scented candles around the house, It's so nice. But I started having monthly massages.
Have you?
And I thought, I didn't do it in December because I was a bit sniffly, but I did it for like 4 months, and the woman would say,
Did you feel it?
She was like to me, do you want to book in? And part of me was like, oh, should I do it? I don't know, I don't really need it because I don't feel stressed. And one time I was stressed and it really helped. But I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe not. But then the other day, I was like, book it in, Catty. Book it in, because the massage therapists, they're so loving with their job. When else am I getting someone half an hour lovingly like rubbing my back? I'm not doing that. And then I thought, well, maybe because I got a bit, maybe I don't need to do a massage, but I could do a facial. Or
I've never had a
like
facial.
Or like sometimes they do those head massage where they put the oils in your hair.
Do you know what? I started to watch. Do you know what I want to do? I might actually get back going to the hairdresser. Now I've got hair, guys. After shaving my hair.
Chart your hair journey.
But I like to watch hair stuff on YouTube as always. And but I was thinking about doing a silk press or trying to do it myself, like straightening my hair at home. And then I came across these like really super long videos of hairdressers doing like a whole wash routine and then into silk press. It's like an hour video sometimes, like, and I was just like doing my hair, like watching it, and I was thinking, man, I want someone to like. I haven't had a head wash and a head massage and like
someone else.
Shampoo and set for so long by somebody else, you know. And I think actually, because I've been wearing my wigs and stuff, and I get my hair braided to put under the wig, but like someone actually going in and talking about my hair,
exactly.
and like, okay, what's your plan for your hair, and maybe,
you should do that. I think it's so important, especially honestly, these people are beautiful. The hairdressers, the massage therapists,
all those shout out to you, man.
Everyone that just gives so much of their love and energy and attention to make you feel good about yourself and to give you that touch, that attention, just everything. It's just perfect.
And then when you leave the hairdresser, you feel so good.
I know.
Feel so pretty.
And then everyone compliments you, and it's just the experience.
Because I haven't gone hairdressers literally since 2012 when I cut my hair off. So I shaved my hair, big chop 2012. And I went natural.
Years.
That's when I went natural. So before that's 12 years.
Yeah.
So before that, I was going every month.
Get someone
getting
to
my relaxer.
even if you don't do anything massive, just get someone to wash your hair. Just sit down in a nice place. Look at yourself in the mirror while she's just caressing your hair.
That's what I need.
Use the products that maybe you don't have.
Yeah.
That'd be
my god, I'm
nice.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hairdressers.
See?
Yeah.
That's self-care.
That's
and you
my
know what?
self-care.
It really, I feel like the reason that therapists, my coach always talks about self-care, and it is the game changer because it raises your self-esteem. It raises your self-love. So if you've got your hair done now, you're not going to let you don't let anyone talk to you anyhow, but definitely not when your hair's done.
Yeah.
Definitely not when your hair's done. You're like, listen, I ruled this roost, man. You just can't come close to me. And it really helps your self-love, your just opinion of yourself, your self-esteem, and you are worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just checking the...
Are we all right?
Yeah, and just making sure that it's still recording.
What about rest and relaxation?
Rest and relaxation, R&R.
You know?
What about it?
Yeah.
Am I giving it to myself? Is that self-care?
Well, I've separated it.
Okay.
So self-care is like, your hair, but what are some of the activities that you can just unwind to? So it's not necessarily a self-loving thing, but it could be reading, it could be painting.
I definitely want to read more. That's always on my list, and I never really get around to it. I think I'm going to get myself a Kindle, actually, just to eliminate...
Especially when you're travelling.
But
join the library. A lot of my books are library books. I know, but don't ever forget your library, people.
Don't forget your library.
Yeah,
don't forget your library.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked my librarian in France if they got English books, and she was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But that feels a bit of an effort. But in the UK, definitely. I
love the library.
I love it, and but certainly for rest and relaxation, I was doing some walking, but that's not really resting, is it? It's quite relaxing.
But walking could be meditative,
I would drop off boy at school and then go for a walk.
Yeah.
And it was really this actually in the place where I would go, I'd see regularly this local man and his dog. And do you know what? His dog started to come up to me and welcome me.
Oh, that's so cute.
And his dog is so old, and lots of times has his doo-doo in his mouth, his little soft toy.
Yeah.
And he's walking with his soft toy. And then the other day, the dog crossed the road to come and say hello to me.
Definitely.
That's nice, and it's nice because I listen to a podcast. I'm not trying to go too fast or whatever. I'm just like walking,
that's
like
quite
getting
restful,
the air.
listening to the podcast.
Yeah, get air in my lungs and fresh air and stuff. But rest of it, I feel like I would like to travel more, but for like a relaxing.
Yeah.
Maybe I might work at the same time as well, but like.
Just
go to a beach place or go to a nice relaxing town.
Nice.
Get out of the routine.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think.
be so nice. That would be so nice.
Yeah,
That'd be so nice. Yeah, so I'm thinking about puzzles because in my Parisian housemates were doing puzzles and I just actually saw how the calm just descended. And I don't imagine that I would be like doing a puzzle to complete it. But I think if a puzzle is just on my table and if when I've got a moment with like, oh, I've got just a spare moment and I don't want to do like maybe read or do anything else, I could just look at a little puzzle and just complete some of the pieces.
Nice.
So just thinking about little things like
having
that.
something on the go that you can always, it's in your eye line, you can see it there, and then when it's time, when you feel like you just need to be in a space of relax,
maybe
you
just
could
clear
just do
your
it.
head, just sit down, work on the puzzle, lovely design, maybe something that I appreciate. And I don't have a deadline. It could just be ongoing. If it takes 3 months or whatever, that's how long it takes.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Is doing the Lego with Boy. For his Christmas, he got like a couple little pieces of Lego. The kind of... I think they were Marvel characters. I think they were Spider-Man and Thor, not Thor, and Hulk and stuff. But I was doing it with him, and it was it felt really good, like following the instructions, clipping them together. And then I did sort of think, what about doing like bigger ones? I feel like it's in a similar way to like puzzles. You're there, you've got pieces, you put them together and eventually accomplish, but you don't have to finish it in one go.
Exactly.
And so maybe something like that. Maybe I'll get into Lego.
Final topic, I thought, what about holiday destinations? You talked about maybe going away more. Where would you like to go? What's the dream, girl?
I don't know if I have a dream destination for 2024. I just feel like I just want to, if something came up, if someone said, hey, do you want to go here?
Yeah, you'll be
I'll just be up for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd just be up for it. So I think I'm just up for going somewhere. I feel like I want to go somewhere warm. I feel like I want to go somewhere chilled. I feel like I want to discover Spain again.
I know, I've got Spain on my list.
Maybe like Greece,
nice.
and
We've
just
never
like all
been
like
to
Cyprus.
Ibiza.
Catherine, I want to go to Ibiza. I actually do. I want to party in Ibiza and also have like the chilled kind of yoga side of things. But I'd love to go with a group of girls to Ibiza.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
I went on a girls' holiday this year to Croatia, and we're talking about doing it again this year, maybe to Malta. And so I think definitely a girls' trip, sister trip.
Yeah.
We talk about that. I really want to go to Brussels because I don't know. I just want to go to Brussels. I just need to see it for myself.
See the men.
They say that Brussels, because it's francophone, and I'm really attracted to francophone places. And they say that it's just.
I'm joking. Francophone men.
I do not upset the system.
What system?
I don't like francophone men.
You don't?
I don't like francophone men. But anyway,
it's me who likes francophone men.
That's a little aside. And Lisbon, I've never been to Lisbon.
Yes.
I really want to go there, and then I want to go to Jamaica each and every year. Firstly, once a year, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year. Like I really want to go to Jamaica.
I would really love the freedom to travel.
Yeah.
Shout out to people who have managed to set up their lives in a way that they could just travel the world.
It's gorgeous.
Shout out to you lot, because you lot crack the code.
Innit?
Honestly, like I would love to just be like, this time we're going to go to Jamaica and then we're going to go here. I really want to go back to Costa Rica.
I know, we said that.
We've got family there and I think it's just like the time now to go back. I haven't been there since I was for 20 years. So I just would really like to do that and
so lots to look forward to.
Yeah,
hey man, invite us to your place. Where are you from? Not your place, your 4 walls, but where do you live? Because we've got friends and listeners all over the world.
We do.
Where should we pop up?
Where should we pop up? Where should we go, guys?
Can we appreciate?
Let us know. And let us know what your, maybe, guys, the categories that Kat has come up with. Let us know. Write to us and tell us what your theme song is. Tell us what your theme for the year is. Your mantra. Let us know. Write to us at expatimmigrant@gmail.com. But also you can send us a DM on Instagram. We're there at Expat Immigrant. But follow us there on Instagram. TikTok. We're on X, which was Twitter, and we're on Facebook. Catherine's going to do that again. But just follow us. Leave a review and share our podcast with your friends, guys.
We'd appreciate that.
We'd love that. Actually, yeah, that's the thing for 2024. I want to grow the podcast. Let's get more subscribers on our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us for the ride.
Why don't you visit our website? Because Natalia's been doing lots of good work on the website.
Guys, I forgot
it looks
about
great
that.
for you to look at this year, 2024. Go and visit it and come back and visit again and again and again and again and enjoy
for 2024. It's www.expatimmigrant.com. We'll visit it there. We've got some. I'm starting to blog over there. We've got some of our music and poetry from our episodes. You know, the ones that we hide at the end of our episodes. If you want to go back and just listen to it, they're there. And and if you choose to, you can buy some of them on Bandcamp and support us. And I think 2024 is when we set up a Patreon or a like, so that you guys can go ahead and help support our channel, because that would be really, really good. Our podcast. I'm in my YouTube head now. Support the channel, support the podcast, and support what we do creatively. That would be amazing.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you for your support anyway. Je vous aime, guys.
Je vous aime. Can I just say one thing?
Oh, before we go.
Where can they find you on Insta?
Oh, on Insta, I'm at Tuneful TV.
And I'm at Cat All That One.
Good. Follow us, support us, keep going on with us.
Keep the light on.
Oh,
Keep the light on. Keep the likes up. Keep the likes up. See, I'm a remixer. Keep the likes up. Thank you.
Thank you guys
Je vous
so
aime.
much.